Coming to you live from my bathtub. It's your boy Ryan, aka Vintage Indie. We're here for another unboxing. I figured nobody's ever done this before. Why don't we unbox some hats that I got out of a huge hat haul? A guy I bought off of was like, man, I got a room full of stuff. He's like, I have to go through it. Once I do, I'll let you know what I have. So 3 weeks goes by, and then I get a text. Hey, I've got 12 totes. 12 totes! Which is basically what this is. Full of stuff. I went to his house. He had 600 hats, and we got 49 of them today, including 5 extra shirts that were absolute bangers. All right, first up, I want to show you, I got these from not a garage sale. Where did I get this? A Goodwill.
Might as well be a garage sale.
We've got these Reebok. Oh, that's right. These are broken. If you want a project, these are perfect. All these need are just some glue. Some of you guys shoe heads know how to fix these, but these are Reeboks from the 90s. Look at that Velcro strap. That's super sick. It is size 10, but almost like wrestling shoes, but they're beaten up, but with some glue and some love and some care, you could be looking at a solid pair of shoes from the 90s. They've got some like marks, but it's sort of like goes with the whole vibe. This one might need some glue eventually, but this one for sure, unless you kind of want to just do one without a sole, I suppose. First up on the hats, we have the Marlboro M, almost like what Mickey Mouse and Disney kind of reenacts. This guy had a bunch of Marlboro gear, which is super sick. We've got the cowboy without the hat on the side, Marlboro on the back. So what a great start. And it says Vanguard on the inside. So I don't know if that's like a bootleg brand, or just like the brand of the hats that made these types of hats. Because I think I had a couple of these that I found. Next up, we have the Ron Rico rum. Look at this material, almost like that nylon Tyvek type. This is the rum of Puerto Rico. The brim is kind of bendy, unfortunately. This is one of my favorite hats in the whole haul of all 49 hats. This is the Camel Smooth Character, almost like this tie-dye hat. Look at this, in great condition, nothing wrong with it. Got the Smokin' Joe camel on the back, sweat guard inside, 100% nylon. That's what it is. I wonder if that's what this was. Look at this, purple and pink. Daytona Beach, vintage neon. Nothing wrong with it. The inside, that sweat guard, gotta have it. I don't really know what, obviously it's for sweat, but I don't know what it actually prevents. One of the first Newport hats that I've ever had. The Newport, that upside down swoosh in the orange, the neon green, and the Newport on the back. Look at that. Stitch work. Engage! Newport, 100% nylon. Sweat guard. Have you seen one before? Probably because all of them had it. Crack open Pandora's box. First up on the in shitty condition, but still an absolute banger. This is probably what someone who worked for Taco Bell had to wear while this was promo or coming out. So this is a painter's cap from 1993, and it has the wild sauce.
This is an absolute wild hat.
Look at the design on the top. Look at that Aztec geckos with the surfboard. So much color. Whatever Dr. Demo is, that's what this is. And it's kind of this little part of the hat, we call it the brim, is a little bit messed up. I was trying to iron it, and it got some burn marks on here, so I learned my lesson not to iron these types of hats. Are you supposed to do this? I've seen it in the movies. I think my head's too small for this hat, maybe. This feels like a shower cap. It probably looks dope, but Dr. Demo, shout out. Last on the painter's caps, I got this one. I think it might even be youth, so this is more of a collector's item, but this is from 1994. People would be given this when they had their birthday at McDonald's. Look at that. The painter's cap. Happy birthday to me, 'cause I got this hat. If you are maybe a conservative, maybe you like guns, maybe you like the NRA? Well, this hat is for you. Look at this, the NRA. It's also got this weird red like line on it, like right towards here. It's got a sweat guard inside of it. The Mickey Mouse. Look at this. I love this like faded black and gray brim hat. Oh, Mickey on the back winking. Hey-o, hey-o. This one's kind of a weird shape. This is the Marlboro Racing Team from 1992. Little wrinkly. Not sure how much of this shape's gonna be formed. I did my best to reform it or to kind of keep some form of a shape, and my legs are falling asleep. The Match Striking Smoke Marlboro hat in really, really good condition. This is a strap back with that Marlboro tag. Those other ones that don't have the Marlboro tag, I wonder if those are bootleg or not. This freaking lightning all over print. Ride hard, die hard. Not an official like Harley Davidson hat, but still really cool. Sweat guard is, that's the standard, baby. Stay sweat free in the club. Next up we have, I already had previously, Boston Red Sox trucker hat. And this one's gotta be older. Just, I think either just the loose stitching or just how the age of the hat, but it's another trucker hat, the Boston Red Sox. A lot of times in hats, the foam in here will start to crumble and then you get a little bit of dandruff. So this might be just like a collector's piece to kind of just have, but Purdue sucks. Know what set you rep, Purdue sucks, go IU. I'm trying to get more into Purdue stuff, so this isn't helping my case. Oh, we got the flannel polo, baby. I think this is vintage. Otherwise, it's just a really clean polo hat. That green and blue, beautiful color scheme. Polo, Ralph Lauren. Look at that tag. Perfect for any golfing gentleman or gentlewoman. Next up, we have the Newport Pleasure. Look at that. This time in the black and neon green color scheme. Newport on the back. Nothing wrong with it. The Indianapolis Ice. Ooh, baby. This stuff is super rare. Again, just like in that Mickey Mouse hat, we have that same color, that ash gray. There was this like little mark up here, or kind of like just stain, so that's still there, but it's at least washed and cleaned. It's almost like that jersey material on the hat. This hat is actually interesting because it is called the game glue hat, because this part is actually glued on, and you can already start to see that the glue is kind of coming apart. But these hats are somewhat on the higher end, especially with the condition it's in, I would say. I'm not exactly sure how much. Could be anywhere from like, $25 to $100. And I love just the ball going through the air. You can see the air streaks in red. Gotta love the Dodgers. Dodger stuff. Any LA Kings, Dodgers, stuff like that always does really well. Oakland Raiders, LA Raiders, really good stuff. Next up, look at this dead stock. New with tags. And it comes with a pin from 1995. This is nuts. Look at that form. The Brickyard 400 yellow hat. Pennzoil, official motor oil sponsor, on the back. Look at that. This is in immaculate condition. Gotta love when you have these hats, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a DeLong hat. If you were to just kind of see this, you'd be like, oh, that's probably just your run-of-the-mill Indianapolis sports, like Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat. But this just the Logo Athletic will tell you that it is vintage for jerseys. We have the Safety Patrol. Check out that. Logo 7 and Logo Athletic at one point were like pretty much the same thing. But next up, hey, did I mention this was a Marlboro thing? But it's a hidden Marlboro piece, because you're like, what's Lizard Rock? I don't know. I still don't know, but I know that Lizard Rock is a part of the adventure thing. We have the Adventure Team Marlboro. Look at the patchwork and the Marlboro hit on the back. So beautiful. The Marlboro tag. Whew. Man, I feel like I'm just gonna have a Marlboro fan just hit me up and be like, I will take all of your Marlboro stuff. Next up, we have a vintage IU hat with a really special script on the brim. Look at this. I didn't even know Nutmeg made hats, but they made this one. It's got white on the side also, and Nutmeg on the back. This guy had 2 of these, so I picked the one with the best condition. It is the Colorado Rockies MLB Vintage Snapback. Next up, we have a hat that I had to reform a little bit. I don't know how good of a job I did. I did an okay job, I suppose, but it was the Salem. I think this is smoking and cigarettes, I think. Could be totally wrong. But this like little neon hit is kind of cool on the side as well, on the back. Ooh, another Marlboro hat. This one's so sick, because you know, if you've been watching for a while, your boy loves corduroy. Look at this. So beautiful, corduroy. Next up, we have the 1993 Indy 500 Pennzoil Racing hat with this little captain string going across. Look at that. I think that's what a captain string is. I've just been calling it that every video I see this. So if it, whatever this little band thing's called, hit me up and tell me what this is. It's a strap back with a sweat guard also. So this is Frisch's Big Boy, which I think Frisch's is probably like the actual name of the company. I can't remember, but had to get this, and this is more like a maroon purple, but I just kind of got this because somebody who loves Big Boy or getting memorabilia like that is gonna want this hat. So this one, I got all of the foam out because it was falling out anyways. But this is kind of, it's just gonna be what it is when you wear it. The Bud King of Beers Budweiser trucker hat. Look at that. I think let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Next up, look at the condition of this hat. Look at this. Look at the form. Oh, you might know it's a Marlboro hat. Ooh, the side hit, and we have the freaking gecko. Look at this adventure team. Golly, just the stitch work and the embroidery is just so impressive. Plus the condition of this hat. It's a strap back. The Marlboro. Get with it. Let's go. This is a Marlboro Team Penske hat. Decent condition, nothing wrong with it, no grease stains. This is a really clean hat. This actually was one of my most proud restorations. Look at that, though. With the Captain String, Nuprin, official sponsor, USA Olympics. This is either from the 80s or the 90s, so definite win here. No stains on a white hat. Are you kidding me? Perfecto. Next up, ooh, another Marlboro piece. This time it's a cowboy on the front. We don't have any side hits, so this is just mainly the most attraction point is the front of the hat. This one is another absolute banger. Look at this. Look at new with tags, logo 7. Let's go. Brickyard, 1996. It could be in better condition, but it still has the tags on it. So what are you gonna do? That's pretty sick. This one's kind of dope. This gives off like Patagonia vibes. We have the Marlboro Unlimited Scenery from out west. Look at that. So this time it's an official Marlboro hat. This hat, some of you hat people who know stuff about hats, this type of hat is kind of rare, which is not kind of rare, but it's decent. Like, oh man, you have that with this little thing, this little shadow thing, this little echo thing. I don't know what the name of this is called, but I've seen these types of hats. It's like, oh, that's when it's like a thing. So shark tooth, it's a type of hat. So these types of hats. Boom. And sports specialties, baby. Sports specialty stuff is usually like takes your hat from level 1 to level 2. Next up, we have our next Brickyard 400. Oh, logo 7, new with tags. Wasn't worn very much, but it was like kind of maybe damaged by just being stored with all these other hats because it's just wrinkly and stuff like that. But this is from 1994, August. Boom. The inaugural race. This is really cool.